Hi, Sagittarius. I'm Brenda, and I'm here today to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of March 29th to April 5th. I've decided today to change the format of my spread, and I am now this week offering a three-card spread, which will incorporate the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the ending of the week. And of course, as you know, if you know me, the cards of my choice are the Angel Tarot. Along with the three-card spread, I have incorporated one other card, and that is the Angel Oracle card. And I will use that card at the end of the spread because most of the times in these spreads, that card pertains to how your week and that time in this three-card spread has been occupying. So let's start our week, Sagittarius. And we have been given for the beginning days of the week, the King of Water. And the King of Water is about a person. If it's a person that you know around you, he's a person who's very kind. He's a person who's compassionate. He's a person who's spiritual. He's a person who does charitable things. And if you have something that's not so nice to say or about someone else, he's not the guy you take that information to, okay? So now we've described who the King of Water is and what his personality traits are. And this could be someone you know, you work with, could be a member of your family. It could be your father, because the king often represents more of a mature male. But this situation can pertain to you personally about what type of person you are and what you're doing with your life right now too. And it's telling me that perhaps you are going to get involved in charitable functions as well. And that you need to show some compassion, be a little more spiritual yourself and kinder. And don't allow gossip to come into your life about things that aren't so nice about other people. So this is about telling me that this is how you're going to be feeling in the beginning of the week. Now, going into the middle of the week, we've been given an Earth card. And the Earth card, this that we've been given, is the Eight of Earth. And it's all about our finances, usually how we make our living, the abundance coming in financially from our jobs and our professions. Most of the readings that I do, this Earth card does pertain to those issues. It's telling me that you've been rewarded. You've been rewarded for some skilled work that you've been involved in, whether it has been in your profession or whether it has been something that you've been involved in, perhaps in perhaps it's been in something that you've been interested in other than your work, something, an organization or a club you've got involved in or something. It's telling me that you're learning things about this topic, and you may even be going back to school for this. So whatever this is you're involved in right now, Sagittarius, you're researching it, and it's really piqued your interest, and you're going to be rewarded for this later on that path for what you're doing right now about this topic that you're researching. You perhaps you're taking a course in, or you're contemplating taking a course in, or going back to school. That is the middle of your week, Sagittarius. Now we're coming into the latter part of the week, and you've been given a great card, and this is the Star card. This is all about happy times and about you making and have made positive and optimistic long-term plans. So you need to know that this card is bringing you good thoughts, happy thoughts, all great outcomes. And know that right now, Sagittarius, you are walking on the right part of the right path and the right direction that you should be heading in. This is a great card. It's telling you to believe in your dreams and look to them with optimism. There is a brighter future ahead of you if you do this. And you're right on target, and have faith in your new prosperous beginning. It's a great card. What a way to end your week. So, okay, we've looked at the beginning of the week, which was opening your heart and being gentler, allowing things to come into your life that only serve you for the better, the greater good, even involving you getting into some sort of charitable work because of the kind thoughts and the way you feel. In the middle of the week, you're being rewarded. So whatever you're getting involved in, if it's something that you've been doing that has been charitable, we get back such personal abundance for giving. And we don't do it with expectation, but it's amazing how wonderful all of that makes us feel. So perhaps if it didn't have to do with that, but it had to do with the job, wanting to improve yourself, a passion and an interest that you're involved in, which required you to do some research, read some books, take some courses, and perhaps go back to school. That's what you're going to be doing in the middle of the week. Now, the end of the week again was another wonderful thing. It was happy times. So the beginning of your week, all of these things might have to do with this new passion that you have, this new endeavor that you're going to investigate or get involved in, and know that you're walking the right path right now, Scorpio, at this time in your life. And I tell people this all the time. The universe sends us messages. And know that even though sometimes when we're on that path, it's sad, or we're grieving, or we get depressed, or we're negative, or the path becomes all of a sudden the light's brighter at the end of it, and you can see promise and hope and happy endings. Know that we are exactly where we are meant to be this instant on that path, and we'll deal with it. Live in the moment, 1 minute at a time. Now, the last card, which was the Oracle card that I had pulled for you, which is an interesting card. It is the card Time to Go. So the Time to Go card is exactly, I mean, these cards are pretty self-explanatory. It's all about you leaving a situation that perhaps wasn't serving you, or bringing you the pleasure that you so deserve and that you had been wanting. And it's saying that, you know what, it's time to turn around and just go. Look to the future. Look at that light down at the end of the path ahead of you, because all of these other cards were pointing that out to you. So how ironic that this Time to Go card came up. So if you're trying to make decisions about taking this course, or going back to school, or maybe getting involved in a charitable situation, or you know what, that final card that came out in that 3-card reading basically said the same thing. This says time to go, but it said you're on the right path. So Sagittarius, you've had a pretty good 3-card reading for this week. I didn't see anything bad in any of them. You've had things come up that are basically telling you what you already know this week that you've been involved in, or perhaps something for you to look forward to, that light at the end of the tunnel. So I am the person that every day on Facebook posts the song of the day, the quote of the day, and a picture of the beautiful sunrises on the lake that I live on. So today I've chosen, with most of my spreads and readings that I've been doing, to leave my clients and friends out there with a quote for today. And this is the one that I chose. When we create peace, harmony, and balance within our minds, we will find it in our lives. So I tell this to people all the time. I preach the law of attraction. I talk about what we project, we attract, and there is always light at the end of the tunnel if we have the mindset and the free will to move forward and believe that all of this is possible. If you would like a private reading with me, Sagittarius, I do have a website, and feel free to go in there, walk the room, scope it out, and please, by all means, if you read nothing else, read my bio, because it will tell you what led me down this path, where I've come from, and exactly the services that I'm capable of offering you. My website is Sagittarius, www.brenda, BRENDA, tarot, TARO .info, INFO. So it's Brenda Tarot Info. I really hope, Sagittarius, you have a wonderful rest of today. You have a fantastic week ahead of you. And I want you to know something. Sagittarius, I stand in the circle of light for you.